defending the shit. No,
Sanders now to the air right away. He'll get back to push on one. And he's got this up close to the 35. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. That's good.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield.
This is in downfield. Judy. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. While that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
fucking move nobody.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay again. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Cougar night, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it should have. That's outlined to Judkins. And the move is down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
19 Tigers. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Throwing again is Sanders. Completing that one to Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Able to get loose after the catch for more yards. That'll be a pickup of 21. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Bravo 80. 8 Chicago. Ready?
On the ground is Quincy Jones. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 plays.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field as quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
7-0 is our scoreboard as this kick is sent into the air. Kovace chirping on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line. First carry out for Jacob Blue. And he's brought down after a gain of 1. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and from the 38 now. Here's second down and 7. Shotgun snap for Prescott. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, Prescott. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on board. They give the ball over on down. It's a turnover.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one.
Now on first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
Pistol will run with the He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Oh, he did all he could to get away. They're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A loss of 16 yards. It's third down. Third and long.
So we'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
65, 65. 60 Eagles. 18 Rebels. 19 Light. Buffalo 18. 60 Mavericks.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
So in those one-on-one situations, Mike, so often the quarterbacks love attacking those guys in single coverage. The problem is, if you're not perfect with your ball placement and your timing, and that defensive back gets his hands on the ball, there's no one around to make the tackle, and he's off to the races.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick.
We're all talking 7 apiece, and the kick's away. DeAndre Carter on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tag. Cougar 19. Back to 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. Cut 19.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
On the jump. Forward, 70, 19, Charger, 19, Charger. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Going deep downfield for Judy. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down, Prescott. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he'll be brought down around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Dak's going to throw it here on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Get about the 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and a long way to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw.
Oh my God!
It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle. The players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He said, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Now they are in business, Sean, inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards, the game there. 1st down, Levy.
The thing that jumps out to me the most is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now, Shador. And he'll be forced out of bounds, and here comes a couple of levels.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ready? Hurt. Cougar 19.
Now it's Sanders. There's a screen for Judkins. This one going to be sniffed out and thrown up in the backfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
On third down, Sanders. He'll drop this one down to Judkins. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
60 average. 60 average.
He'll try to throw for it with Sanders. And he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown Browns.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this. And you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, to kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give them as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get into your touchdown.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime lose. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
18, here we go.
On play action, Shador. Open man is the tight end. Second and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They go play action with Sanders. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So they get 16 on that connection. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bullshit.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got it about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of a huge play, fourth down. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
Lou going to get again here on first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter.
Brings up second
They'll
and
break the huddle. It's second and 5. Back to throw is Prescott. safety job. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he foregoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Auburn. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
14.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run for 22 yards.
First down, Dallas.
They'll go up here first and 10. Now Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Oh, and take him down. They got him. What to do following the sack? It is 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott now. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott on the first down. On the throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a lot of football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So the possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one break and get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And he won't get away. Good old tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, like, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Last two runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. To throw is Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for left. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter. Like, points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and one. It's a big ask, and the defense turns him away. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hard. They knew it was coming, and they ended up holding them to just a short gain.
Tillman, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Sanders. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 80.
That's good. 4 rounds.
So far, through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. That is caught right side. That's Bennett. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for the couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Give it here. Judgment. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Jack. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
31. Double-edged 14.
The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard
Controls it on first down. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. Nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up third down. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. First and 10.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 on the 47-yard line.
Prescott again. Out to his right. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Anderson. And the Browns will take over at their own 15.
So all game, you've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball.
The rush gets there. He goes down and inside the 5-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second down.
From the gun, it should have. That was incomplete. Until Josh Jacobs here separated the man with the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Sanders on third and long. He's got room past the 25. Off to the races. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Well, doesn't that change the outlook here? Just like that, they have it first and goal. Here's Sanders to throw. There's a screen serves for Judkins. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as escort, as lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. Because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Sanders going to throw again. Moving outside. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw in. Now the Cowboys take the timeout. Things over before third down. And goal. Now Shador. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, like it felt like a touchdown. It was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone, that field condenses. They start to get sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for free?
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. They'll try to throw it with Sanders. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. First down, Prescott. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Still going. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too low, too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Offering now for the end zone. He's got it. Cowboys back within a couple of scores. It's 45-21.
Cowboys 21.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll drop the throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. That is brought in. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
6 yards.
Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
It's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first down throw from Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
6 yards.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Stop the clock. 24 seconds to go in the game. On first and 10, Prescott. He's got the tight end. Luke Scootney. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. They with 19 seconds left on the clock.
At the Browns' 42-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job when it came to the football by the defense. Where it matters most, and it'll bring up third down now. Again, Prescott to the air. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. And we whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Now we're going to throw on fourth down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They felt it was helpful on fourth and one. That was a big ask, and the defense turns away.
You find yourself down big, it's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go. One final play. That's tipped and intercepted.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrating in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
And now, after the pick six, out comes the offense to try to really run this in. 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's down. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. They will go ahead and decline that one and take the 2 points. So it's a win for the Browns.